Going out there, this is Easy Work Boxing, about to hit you everywhere but under your feet with this one. Please like, comment, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell for more of the videos. Now, since this fighter, Mr. Lomanchenko, Vasyl Lomanchenko, 14-1, 10 KOs, has decided to call out Mr. Money Mayweather. Now, he said that he will whoop Money Mayweather's ass. If y'all ain't heard, Devin Haney had to make his 2 cents about that. About Lomachenko saying he could fight Floyd Mayweather. Now we know Floyd Mayweather is undefeated, 50-0. This man ain't lost one fight. No matter what you say or how you want to put it, at the end of the day, on paper, Floyd Mayweather is undefeated with 27 KOs. Now the main question I want to ask people before we go into this is, which Mayweather do you want to fight Lomachenko? Do you want the pretty boy, or do you want the Money Mayweather? Now, to me, I'm going to break it down to you and let you know that either way it goes, whether it's the pretty boy or Money Mayweather, Lomachenko don't stand a chance against Floyd Mayweather. I know that seems crazy. A lot of people are looking at it from the outside. Lomachenko's fast. He's stopped everybody who he's been in the ring with. This, that, and the other. He sidesteps. He's quick-handed. Okay. Now, the thing that's a lot of people don't know is that most of Lomachenko fights, I know 2 of them for exact, with, what's his name? The Hammer? The Axeman. Nicholas Walters and Rigondeaux. To me, those weren't fair fights. That was a situation of where they made Rigondeaux come up 2 weight classes, and then Lomachenko fought Waters coming off almost a 2-year layoff without a step-up fight or comeback fight or anything like that. But needless to say, at the end of the day, Lomachenko is still a good caliber fighter. What I feel about his wins and losses don't make a difference. He's still up there doing what he's doing right now. But we could go into the resumes. Floyd Mayweather, very seasoned fighter. We don't have to even speak about who he's fought. I think everybody know. If you don't know, you could go with De La Hoya, Shane Mosley, Canelo Alvarez, Miguel Cotto, Diego Corrales, Marquez, Manny Pacquiao, Andre Berto. The list goes on and on for Floyd Mayweather. Experience is going to be a big key in this fight if they were to ever fight. Believe that and trust and believe that. Now, one thing about Loma closes distance well, all right? And fighters, and he takes away their offense by him taking away their distance. When Loma steps in close with his opponents, he throws multiple punches and steps to the side. Now, when he do that step to the side, he's attacking the opponent's weak side, which is most of his opponents, which are right-handers, which is their left side. So he stays to their left and jumps to their left. That's one of the reasons you'll see Lomachenko opponents ball up so much, because they don't know which way he's coming, and he'll step over to their weaker side. So when you see him fight Rigondeaux, will only stay like this, it's because Rigondeaux knew that he was going to try to jump over to his weak side, and he didn't know where he would be. So Rigondeaux, instead of balling up, he would just lean back to see where Lomachenko would jump, even though it didn't help Rigondeaux, because Rigondeaux stayed flat-footed and didn't move. He should have moved with that defensive move. I think he would have came out a lot better, because Lomachenko came over and was landing on him. Now, one thing with Lomachenko, when he puts his fighters in defense mode, they're not throwing back, which, it's hard to throw back in defensive mode when you see somebody throwing punches at your body, your head, and they sit there and they just take it, and then he jumps over, and he just disrupts his opponent's entire offense. He doesn't give his opponents time to think at all. That's one of his best moves in his boxing ability, is that when he comes forward, he's not trying to give his opponent any time to think, any time to adapt. He just wants to sit there and whoop on their ass the entire time. And that's what's great about Lomachenko. Lomachenko is a skillful fighter. I'm not taking anything away from Lomachenko. But I'm telling you, that's how he wins the majority of his fights, is nullifying his opponent's offense and attacking them when they least expect it. Now, for him to go at Money Floyd Mayweather, or you call it Pretty Boy, whichever one you want to fight, whichever one you want to use. So I know people going to want to use the Money May, because they're going to want to use the Pretty Boy, because they know Pretty Boy is younger and fresher. So of course somebody gonna get on here and they're gonna say, hey, we wanted what about Money May of today? Okay, what about in shape Money May of today? Now one thing people lose and forget about Floyd, or a lot of people don't know because a lot of people really don't watch boxing, but Floyd's main key in beating his opponents is deceptive eyes. Floyd will be looking at the ground and throw a hook to your face, or throw a jab to your face, or his pull counter. He'll be looking and hit you in your face. Floyd's major ability in the ring is deception and frustration. Now let's speak of frustration. Floyd will control distance if he was to fight Lomachenko. He will control distance. Floyd is great at that. And one great way Floyd will to control distance is by that longer reach, that 72-inch reach, which Lomachenko's is 65 and a half. Floyd will throw that jab, and not only that, his perfection, his favorite punch that he's perfected is the jab to the body, the stiff jab to the body. If you watch Floyd Mayweather, he throws his entire body in with that jab. I have seen him hit Marcos Maidana in the stomach with that jab and took all the air out of him, made him back up. I know that punch does a great deal of hurt to his opponents. Now, another thing, and this is why, in my opinion, Floyd Mayweather, even at the age of today, in shape, would beat a Lomachenko at 140. The shoulder roll. Lomachenko will not be able to do anything against Floyd Mayweather's shoulder roll. A lot of people don't understand it's difficult to fight Floyd Mayweather because Floyd Mayweather does not stand in front of you. He stands to his side. Lomachenko will try to jump to Floyd's weak side, but Floyd is a great mover. We talking about the man who can move around the ring all night. Some people say it's running, but the man has good footwork. Floyd would not stand there in the shoulder roll and allow Lomachenko to come and counter him from the other side. Floyd will move. That shoulder roll and that jab will keep Lomachenko at distance, send Lomachenko up for a pull counter with the right, or just a regular right hand. But Floyd has the ability that other boxers don't have. Floyd will not stand there and let Lomachenko throw a bunch of punches and jump to his side because Floyd is in shoulder roll. Lomachenko is a southpaw. So by him coming forward, Floyd ain't got to do nothing but pull his jab out in front of Lomachenko. Lomachenko can't do nothing for real but come to his opposite side, which he thinks is his weak side. And Floyd will capitalize on that. The shoulder roll is what will play a big part in Floyd Mayweather fighting Lomachenko. Yes, you look at it, you see Lomachenko, what he does to other fighters. That's other fighters. This is Floyd Mayweather, okay? Like I said, whether Money May and I think it'll be worse even with Money May from the experience. This fight, if they were to ever fight, will remind me of Floyd Mayweather fighting Ricky Hatton. Floyd Mayweather fighting Ricky Hatton. And I know a lot of people go, Ricky Hatton ain't nowhere compared to Lomachenko. I'm not talking about comparing the fighting ability. I'm talking about movement. Ricky Hatton had good movement. Came in on Floyd all night. Tried to break up Floyd, tried to control the distance with Floyd, tried to smother Floyd. Floyd had to adapt. Floyd began using his body, forearms, jabbing, creating distance, looking down at the ground and punching up and hitting Ricky Hatton in the face. Floyd is the greatest adapter we've ever seen in the ring. I knew Floyd was special, for real, when I seen him fight Shane Mosley and, I just had it, Zab Judah. Floyd can adapt. He knows how to think in the ring. He knows how to win. So for those who are out here saying that Lomachenko can defeat Floyd Mayweather, you looking at it from the wrong point of view. You looking at the Nicholas Wards, the Rigondeaux, the Sosas. First of all, Floyd Mayweather would have never lost fresh coming into his boxing debut. Salido beat Lomachenko in the second fight. And I know that people gonna try to bring it up and say that Salido and Floyd ain't the same, but I'm talking about the point of them being fighters. Floyd did not lose coming in his debuts. Lomachenko did. Lomachenko was new to the pro game of boxing. And what's the best pro that's out there still breathing right now, even though in retirement? Floyd Money Mayweather. Floyd will kick Lomachenko's ass easy, and that shoulder roll is what we're gonna do. because a lot of people don't understand it. That's why it's always so difficult to beat Floyd. Floyd is not your average fighter. The first thing that people must see is that he stands to his side. He's not in front of his opponent. Floyd fights his opponent from the side. He can block punches, rotate. You see what I'm saying? He creates his advantage. And then not only will he frustrate Lomachenko from moving around the ring so much, when Lomachenko, after the third, fourth round, realized that he can't get in there with Floyd, that he can't just jump in, and they call it shrimp boxing, jump in and jump out on Floyd, that's going to fuck up his whole entire game plan. He going to get frustrated. And what Floyd do, he get you frustrated, go to tapping on your head. Go to tapping on your head. I like Lomachenko. Lomachenko is a special fighter. But for him to say that he would beat Floyd Mayweather is crazy. He wouldn't beat Pretty Boy nor Money Mayweather. I don't see it. I don't see it. Floyd is not your average fighter. Floyd is not going to let you keep coming in, breaking distance, throwing multiple punches on him, and he just stand there and wait and try to throw a punch. Floyd is a mover. And his shoulder roll is going to notify everything Lomachenko do. There is no weak side with Floyd because of the shoulder roll. He can't, if he jumps over, he ain't doing nothing to Floyd. If he jumps over, Floyd steps out. Goes back into the same regimen over and over, same routine, setting them up. So for those who out there thinking that Lomachenko can't do nothing, he don't want no smoke with no Floyd Mayweather. You don't want no smoke with Floyd Mayweather because Floyd will beat him. New and old Floyd, young Floyd, old Floyd. It wouldn't make a difference. It would not make a difference because Floyd would be able to adapt. Floyd wouldn't let him come in with that distance because once Floyd watched tape on him, Floyd will know that, half his fights are won from breaking distance, nullifying his opponent's offense, throwing punches when his opponent is in a defensive shell. Floyd know if he take all that away from him, he has nothing. If I control him with that jab and move around that ring and frustrate him, I got him. Everybody who Lomachenko fights stands there with him, takes abuse, try to catch punches, and that's not how you beat Lomachenko. Distance is how you beat Lomachenko. Luke Campbell, for instance, was doing a good job. He just couldn't dodge a damn left hand. I don't know what the hell he was doing, but he showed that creating distance will help you out against Lomachenko. Not letting him breach through your distance. Not letting him just come in and tap, 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 and jump out and tap, tap, and tap, 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 and jump over. Distance is the key to beating Lomachenko. And also I feel roughhousing is a way to beat Lomachenko. As you know, Floyd ain't that type of fighter. Floyd ain't gonna, really try to hurt you unless you try to hurt him. He gonna put that elbow on your ass, though. But that'll be a big point in that fight, too. I can see Floyd putting that elbow on Lomachenko, trying to come in and hitting him with that right hand. But I got Floyd Money Mayweather. If that fight was ever to happen, a fantasy fight for me, I'm rolling with the kid, Floyd Mayweather. Only due to the fact of the pedigree and the seasoning of Floyd Mayweather, who he's fought, and his ability to control the ring, has great ring generalship, and that jab. That jab and the reach, the advantage in reach will play a big factor against Vasyl Lomanchenko. So y'all, I had to make this video, and that's who I feel gonna win that fight if they ever fight. Money Mayweather all day, whooping on Lomachenko's ass. This is Easy Work Boxing. Thank y'all for y'all time. Please like, comment, subscribe to the channel. If you'd like to donate, go to username, go to about. I would truly appreciate whatever it is you could donate.